Chapter 11. Site Survey Fundamentals. In this chapter you will learn about the following. Wireless LAN Site Survey Interview. The site survey interview is conducted to determine the needs of the target organization. The following sections covered the questions that should be thoughtfully considered during the site survey interview include in-customer briefing, business requirements, capacity and coverage requirements, existing wireless network, infrastructure connectivity, security expectations and guest access. Customer briefing will provide an overview of wireless networking and how it really works from a business perspective. You don't need to explain the complexity part. As a guide, the conversation can be discussed about mobility advantages or disadvantages, the limitation of bandwidth and throughput, or maybe while a site survey is needed. Business requirements. Here are some of the business requirements questions that should be asked. First, what application will be used over the wireless LAN? Second, who will be using the wireless LAN? Third, what types of devices will be connected to the wireless LAN? Capacity and coverage requirements. Please take note that capacity is a reference to capabilities, and coverage is a reference to availability. The following are among the many factors that need to be considered when planning for capacity. First is data application. User and device density. 3 important questions need to be asked with regard to user. 1. How many users currently need wireless access? How many Wi-Fi devices will they be using? 2. How many user and device may need wireless access in the future? 3. Where are the user? For peak on-off use, be sure to ask what the peak times are. For existing transmitter, it refers to interfering devices such as microwave, cordless phone, wireless machinery and so on. Portability and mobility. There are 2 types of mobility. The first is related to portable and the other is through mobility. And the last one is backward compatibility for legacy device. Existing wireless network. Here are some of the questions that should be asked. First, what are the current problems with the existing wireless LAN? Next, are there any known sources of radio frequency interference? Are there any known coverage dead zones? Does prior site survey data exist? And the last one, what equipment is currently installed? Infrastructure connectivity. The following are important to ensure the desired infrastructure connectivity. Example here is roaming required. Where is the wiring closets located? How about antenna structure? Is it heavyweight? Will the access point be connected with hubs or switches? How will the access point be powered? How will the user of the wireless LAN be segmented from the wireless network? How about name and convention? How about user device and infrastructure management? Security. Security expectations from customer is necessary. All AAA requirement must be documented. It should be determined whether the customer plans to implement a wireless intrusion detection system or wireless intrusion prevention system and other compliance matters. Guest access. These strategies can be considered. Whether the customer plans to implement captive portal, WLAN separation and walled garden. Documents and reports. Before the site survey interview, you must obtain some critical documentation from the customer. They are blueprints, topographic map, network topology diagram, security credentials, interview, installation and equipment checklist. After the interview process has been completed and the survey has been conducted, a final report must be delivered to the customer. Consists of purpose statement, spectrum analyses, RF coverage analyses, hardware placement and configuration and performance analyses. Also, additional reports if needed. Lastly, vertical market considerations. Vertical market is a particular industry or group of businesses in which similar products and services are developed and market. Different survey consideration is required for different vertical markets. Chapter 11 Summary. No two-side survey will ever be exactly alike. Every business has its own needs, issues and considerations when conducting a survey. End of chapter. Thank you for watching and listening.